Marvel Rivals dev says no character is off limits as long as they bring something good to the roster. Marvel Rivals developers apparently have no limits on what comic book characters can be added to the upcoming hero shooter, as long as they come from a Marvel story, of course. The executive producer on superhero outing Marvel Rivals has revealed there's no limits to what characters they can include in the roster, although there's a few stipulations when it comes to selecting them. Marvel Rivals has so far announced 25 playable heroes that'll be available and free for everyone when it comes out on December 6, from billion-dollar faces like Captain America to more obscure cuts from Marvel's decades-long history like Jeff the Land Shark. But the sky's the limit when it comes to new, post-launch characters. Developer NetEase Games had a whopping 9,000 characters to choose from, but noted that there's a lot of considerations to make about who should be part of the roster. He did, however, make it clear no one is off limits. Developers at NetEase supposedly consider whether a character is distinct enough from the pre-existing roster while also juggling a good mix between deep cuts and heavy hitters. While it's like 70 to 75% of your greatest hits, the team also tried to throw in some curveballs, which is probably how Luna Snow, a character who only has a handful of comic book appearances, nabbed a spot on the lineup. No character is off limits. We have to pick the ones who are fun to look at, different, fun to play, whatever reason that is. They have to bring something good to the overall roster. The narrative designers on the team are avid Marvel fans, and they'll bring suggestions out of the blue. Our discussion is about how this character is similar to these other characters, and we talk about each one and pick the strongest one together. We had over 9,000 characters to pick from, which is a good thing to have, but with a lot of considerations to make about who should be part of the roster, and who fit both in terms of who they are, how they fit into this world, and the lore around Marvel Rivals. Marvel Rivals is scheduled for release on December 6, 2024 for PS5.